So far, we have been working with numbers inside of IRB. When we were working with strings, we wrote them inside of a file and then ran the Ruby interpreter on that file. Let's go ahead and combine strings and numbers and see how they will work inside of a program. Let's take again our hello.rb file. So make this smaller. So this program was printing my name and with a string with 3 lines. Okay, so let's delete this part and begin with a simple statement. Let's ask to the console the name of the user. Remember, we do it using print, and then type in the string we want to use as a message to the user. And then we can assign the input to the variable name using the command gets. Now ask to the user its age, but first print a message saying that you want to ask them their age. Now let's ask to the user enter an amount of years. Let's say okay, I forgot to add columns here. Okay, and now say that in the future value. Okay, and now let's print our age in the future years. So I can say puts in, let's interpolate the value future in future years. I will be and then we need to add age plus future. Age plus future. Okay, let's add this hi and name. Let's print here a line break here, and that's it. Hi, I am, and the name you input if in the future variable, that is the year, amount of years you input, I will be the future age. But okay, let's add hi, I am name, and I am age old. Okay, let's try this program again and see what happens. If you are inside of your IRB console, type exit command to exit the IRB console. And then make sure you are in something similar to this. Make sure you can see the $sign here. Okay, so let's run the program using the Ruby interpreter. We call the Ruby interpreter using the Ruby command and the name of the file, as we learned in previous lessons. Okay, what is your name? I'm Sebastian. How old are you? I'm 21. Infinite amount of years. 5 years. Okay. Hi, I'm Sebastian and I am 2 years old. You can see that the message was not printed correctly, and instead the values of the numbers we entered were not added. This addition was not made. Instead, it concatenated two strings. So that's why it shows 21 and 5 and it's showing break lines. So now let's fix that. Let's debug this problem and adding this line to the program. So let's see the age put, and let's tell Ruby what type of variable is age. So if we print here age.class, we should be able to see the class of the age, and also put future.class. Now Ruby is going to show us the classes. Oops, I just added this, we don't need this. Okay, let's do it again. How old are you? I'm 21. Okay, here you can see it shows it's getting a string instead of a number or fixed number. 5. So that's why it's not working. So let's convert the values that we have here into numbers. So first of all, we can use the function toE. That is the same to integer in Ruby. It will convert age, or the get value, into a number. The same for future variable. And let's try again. Let's run the program again. I'm Sebastian. How old are you? I'm 21. And then you can see now the type of the variable age that is printed here is fixed num. Now we can show the message. Okay, now let's take it. Hi, I'm Sebastian. I'm 24 years old. In 5 years, I will be 26 years old. And that's correct. Okay, it's working. But now you could notice that it's printed in different lines. If we want it, that's why we need to add another function called chomp here in the get statement. That's because get adds a new line once it gets the value. So we need to add the chomp function in Ruby for tell Ruby, instead of add a new line at the end of the string, everything put it in one line. So in this case, we should add it before the toI function. So chomp dot okay chomp. Okay. Now if we try again, let's try again. Ruby hello.rb Sebastian, I'm 21. 5. Okay, so it's printing, hi, I'm Sebastian, I'm 21 years old. Line break, this line break. In 5 years I will be 26 years old. And that's it. But just to make it smooth, let's delete this debugging info. And now you can get and try that yourself. Add more complex example with more operations here. or maybe with the year, month. Well, you can add any complexity you want. This time it's not going to be any quiz, but we hope for the next lesson we can add a quiz. In the next video we are gonna explain the operator's precedence, how Ruby understands the operations and equations, and also the comparisons between numbers, like more than, less than, and other comparisons that we will need in our future lessons. As always, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Bastimbalandia. Follow us as Race Karate in Twitter, Facebook, Race Karate. Always keep an eye on racekarate.com. You will find the transcript of this video there. And thanks for subscribing to our channel. See you next lesson.